Hey guys, I'm Red. Thanks for checking out my channel. Now, as a Steadicam operator, I love doing the one-shot videos, the long, choreographed, single take. So I figured I would take a look at some other people's works, and specifically music videos. So let's check out this first one. It is Justin Timberlake's Say Something. Starts as a pretty long lock off of like some sort of construction building or something. Color grading looks really good. With a slow pan over to Justin playing with some beat machine or something. Long wraparound. Let me check that over again. It looked almost like it zoomed in a little bit. I think we actually do have a slow zoom in right there. And when you look back at it, you can see the actual zoom start. And you can tell because the background kind of changes. Great tilt down to the machine. It's a great way to hide showing way too much back also. You don't want to be on his back for a super long time, so the tilt down to the machine, great idea. I wonder if they zoomed out again right there. Then for the pass by, walking behind him. I kind of wanted to see them pan over to the guitar guy for just a second and then back over to Justin to go through this door. What a crazy building this is. Oh, and into the elevator. Yeah, you can see how close he is to him. Fitting into an elevator this small is really not fun. In my experience with elevators too, the rig wants to stay where it is in space, but you're moving. So it feels like when you're going up, the rig kind of wants to go down. And the first time this happened to me, I didn't even really think about it. And I thought my arm broke or something like that. And it really freaked me out, but it's just something you're gonna have to compensate for because as soon as the elevator starts going, the rig wants to stay where it is, so you need to prepare for that. And then once it has its momentum, you'll be fine. But the stop is the same. Great hiding of the start of the elevator. Pan over. I can't even believe they have the space to do a pan over like that. I was wondering if they panned over just to hide something there. I don't think so. I was expecting like Justin to have a different outfit on or something. Great stop of the elevator too. That's really hard to do. It wants to just keep going. Gets out of the elevator, starts following him again. Uses his head turn as motivation to look over. Oh, there's definitely a zoom on this camera. Nice work. So now he's quite zoomed in on this lens. Like, I don't know what he's at right now. They were quite wide to be able to fit in that elevator, and now they are at the max of this lens zoom, I'm sure. You can see he's framing Justin in, but that depth of field is just gonna be impossible to focus on both of them, especially in this super dark building. Great holding it. Now we're kind of going down on something. There's your zoom back out. Looks great. Even picks up the piano on his way. Now we're going down some stairs, back into another zoom. Whew. We're zooming back out as he's walking forward. You can see it makes that weird, the background kind of changes weird. That crazy background look, it's called a push-pull. It's when you're walking in as you're zooming out. Back into another elevator. That timing probably wasn't easy to do. Love the pan over. A little dark right here. I'll give him a little bit of negative there. Gets out of the elevator, gonna show both of them. Some wraparounds in a pretty tight area, although I'm sure as wide on the lens as possible now. Oh shit. So that was a lot of prep, getting all those people to sneak in there. Now he's walking backwards, leading these two artists. Oh, back up more stairs. This operator must have been exhausted at the end of this. Very cool ending shot. I'm sure this is the end of the song. What a beautiful building this is. Slow push in. You can see some of those anamorphic flares. Nice. Tail slate. Is it gonna say who the Steadicam op was? Because insane job, crazy. Steadicam Ninja, Ari Robbins. Crazy job, great work. Yeah, it shows how many people are involved in this kind of thing. I love that he's just continuing to shoot anyway, like showing the room, everybody cheering. Once you get something like this done, it's just so exciting. That one was awesome. It's gonna be hard to beat. I'm glad I started with that one because that one was insane. I didn't even watch that one. I just watched the very beginning to see if it would be, like, to see if it worked. So let's check out another one. And the next video is Happiness by Goldfrapp. Starts off on the street. Looking at that sidewalk already making me nervous. I just feel like it's gonna be something to trip on. Love a good cat cameo. All right, I wasn't even looking at that Steadicam there. I was so distracted by the jumping guy. This guy is going to be absolutely exhausted by the end of this video. So we're following along. My guess is that the operator would probably do this whole video backwards, but if it's a really long tracking of this guy, I would probably do it forward and have the camera pointed backwards. Basically, it'd be pointed this way as I was walking forward. Oh. As soon as I see a big glass like this, I'm sure you can see yourself, and you can see the map box, and there's the operator's head. He gets a pass, it happens. Nice stop, ready for that other singer. Pretty cute video, actually. I like the jumping around. They put a lot of extras in here with just like little things to do. And I kind of like all the little bouncing moments, the kids with the bouncy things. Definitely don't try jumping on bushes like this. Or any like wobbly luggage. Oh. As soon as I see that cop, I just think back to all the like jobs I've done with no approval to be there, and I just think like, oh, we're getting shut down, we're getting in trouble here. But there are way too many people here for this to be not legal. Ugh, very creepy baby mannequin. Ugh. Oh, another mirror. Let's see if we can see the Steadicam guy. Great framing getting that guy in the shot, actually. He did steal that, though. Okay, jumping dog. The bike guys always make me nervous because they could screw up this whole shot. I hope he starts jumping. Oh, missed opportunity there. But really fun video, super memorable video, I'd say. Like, that guy must have been exhausted jumping around all day. And that is a pretty long one shot, so a lot of fun. Let's find out who did that video too. Yeah, it got stuck in my head. Oh, there it is. Camera department, Paul Edwards. Great job, Paul. Really liked the video, a lot of fun. This one's a really interesting video. It's Always by Blink-182. And they shot the same video 3 times with different actors in each place and play them all at once. And this shows kind of an interesting thing about Steadicam is that it's not perfectly repeatable every time. You're still going to be, it's still a human holding it, so you're not going to be in the exact same spot every time or pan at the exact same time. But it is really close, and the operator did a great job on this. We'll look him up afterwards. I wonder if they were making this video now, if they would have used robots to do it exactly perfect, so everything lined up and just the characters would have been different. But I think that doing it this way actually kind of makes it a little bit more fun and interesting, even though it makes me a tiny bit nauseated and hard to watch. So let's check it out. Starts really well, really lined up well. But you can see that there's slight changes, not everything is exactly, you just can't stop in the exact same spot every time. Oh, I didn't notice if the clocks were different. Even if they did use robots, it still would look kind of weird because the actors aren't going to do the exact same thing. So like her body is still going to be kind of chopped up and liney, and it actually might look weirder if you used a robot. I don't know, I'd be curious to see it. This is one of the parts where they're intentionally shooting it different and framing it different so you could see each one of their faces. I'm sure the operator was told which section they were all going to be in so that they could crop it right. Because she would never put somebody's face that low in the frame or even that centered in the frame. There are a lot of points to hit in this, so it's not just a lot of movement, but a lot of pans and tilts to land on different objects in the song. That they are syncing with the song, I assume that's how they would do it. But they definitely rehearsed this many more times than these 3 takes. Just memorizing this would be difficult. It's essentially a dance that you're memorizing. Oh, so intentionally doing things different on this take. I like it. whips to different objects, the same person, but in different spots. Very cool. All these wraparounds getting exhausting. It's a lot of walking. That really lined up right there, wow. And back to the start. What a cool video, although it does make me a little bit nauseated. I'm sure it made them nauseated to make it too. Let's find out who did that. They did not make finding these operators that easy. Cinematography. Unfortunately, I can't figure out who did the Steadicam work on that video. If you do know who did it, please leave it in the comments below and I'll put it in the description. All right, next video up is Sail by Machine Gun Kelly. I forget that Machine Gun Kelly used to rap. It's just not the kind of music I picture him with anymore. I was seeing that guy in the truck and I was thinking for a second, like, did I accidentally look at the behind the scenes video? Like, oops.
This is a real rapper's theme music. Bitch, sing to it. This how you cook up some dope with no powder. Don't turn on that stove, just turn this shit up louder. Black Eddie Bauer, mask on my face like I'm ready to take what is yours cause it's ours. Y'all stole my style, I shit on you like bowels and take all your princesses. Bitch, I am Bowser. Fuck superpowers. I got this weed, gun on my head.
Slow pullback. I'd be walking backwards at this point. Not much to talk about really. Just timing people. Distraction. Just timing people to jump in at the right moments, basically. They definitely hit a cut right there. To me, as long as it seems like a one-shot video, I'm going to count it as a one-shot video. I don't particularly care if you added in cuts. But yeah, there was definitely a cut there. Whenever you see, it's kind of like a trope of hiding the cuts, but whenever you see like something get really close to the lens and then back out, like that was probably a cut. Like hiding them in door frames is a really good way to hide cuts. Whip pans is a really good way to hide cuts because it's just moving so quick. You can kind of blend it together and you can't really tell. This is a pretty cheap video, but I think it's kind of a lot of fun. Like, they did a lot with what they had. I was wondering how he was going to get out of that. So obviously another cut since he's like not wet. And that's where the Nipsey, my hustles mean I can sell best to King Griffey. I'm like Lionel Richie, my fans have me tour until 2050. Hiding another cut, again, that joke where you go in really close to something, especially something black, and then you pull out. I could see by all the stuff on the ground that they probably shot a confetti cannon a few times and that they are probably about to shoot a confetti cannon. So this is definitely not the first take of at least this part of the video. What? They did a pretty good job in this video of theming what he's saying with what he's doing, or at least bringing the objects that he's talking about into the shot. And then Tilt of the Sky, great way to end a video because you can put credits over it and stuff. Directors, DPs love when you do that just kind of out of the blue. I mean, they'll tell you if they don't want you to do it, but like, it's a pretty safe way to end a shot a lot of the time. Pretty fun video, pretty cheap video too. Like, you can just go do that for almost no money as long as you had a house and a lot of friends. Let's see who upped this video if we can find it. It literally only says the director, Mod's son, which we already knew because it says that at the end of the video. So again, if anybody knows who opted that one, please put it down in the comments and I'll put it in the description. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really liked making this video. It was a lot of fun for me to find them and watch them. I did find a lot more videos to talk about too, so there will be a part 2. So subscribe if you want to see that. And please like, comment, and share it because it helps me a lot to get the algorithm for YouTube to know that it's a good video. So if you like that, you'll probably like some of these other videos too. And thanks so much for watching.